great chapter of One Piece. I have to say, I did not expect getting such a great chapter, especially from the stuff that we got last week. But I don't think, and this is the thing, it's like it played with our expectations, it surprised us. I don't think anybody could anticipate that Fujitora was gonna get an elephant gun to the face. That panel made me go, holy shit. I mean, Luffy ain't dicking around. After those 2 years, he took the 2-year training seriously if he thinks he can pick this type of fight. The cover page was awesome. Hancock writing a love letter to Luffy, although judging by the amount of pages she's got stacked up, it's more like a love book or a love novel at this point. And I think, judging from her sister's expressions, there's like some pornographic stuff written in there because they're blushing. We open up with Bastille, who's just pissed at the Marines because the Tontaras are taking care of shit. Leo stitched up the ships together, the weapons are gone, so they can't even cut the stitches because they don't have any knives. And I guess we get an answer as to why in the previous chapter some Marines collapsed mysteriously. It's because Manchuri is taking away a lot of Kempopo from them. Then you got the Colosseum fighters waiting for Luffy to arrive at the eastern port. They're also waiting for Law. And I did notice that they haven't mentioned and they haven't shown which and whose ship they're going to be taking. All you see in the background are like a set of like pretty wide stairs. Law had been reported missing last week, and now we find out where he is. He went to catch up with Sengoku and talk about Corazon. And this is really like the essence of the chapter. It's where it gets its name from, which is heart. And I think we learn more about Sengoku as a character in these like few pages than we have learned in the past because of his emotional connection to Corazon and how he actually saw Corazon as his own son, and how, I mean, you have this panel of him just sobbing over Corazon's death. You can tell there's definitely an indirect bond between Law and Sengoku, even though Sengoku may not appreciate it that much because Law is a pirate. Like, there is a bond there. Sengoku says, if I were still serving, you'd be in jail right now. But that's not my job anymore, and I'm glad that we could just, you know, sort of like take time to remember this great man and just keep living. If Corazon lied to me to save you, Law, and not just save you physically from the illness, but also save you, you know, from becoming like Doflamingo, then I guess, you know, to him you were worth it. Regardless of whether or not you were a D or not, that's not why he saved you. And there's a brief mention about the will of D and all that stuff, but Sengoku just kind of ignores these, like, I can't really say, which is bullshit. We know he knows because the government's the one hiding all this stuff. Oda just loves teasing the D, man. No, but this was really such an amazing scene. It reminded me so much of the scene with Robin and Aokiji at the end of Enies Lobby, when Aokiji basically tells her the same thing. Like, you know, you have to honor Jawar D. Saul's memory by living. Go and live with your Nakama. And he just walks away. I love that double panel, you know, of Sengoku looking up and then Law looking down, grabbing his hat. You know, it's such a great contrast. You have Sengoku in white, Law in black, and Pirate Marine. Just such a great touch, artistic touch by Oda. And then you see all this rubble just levitating, all right, floating over Dressrosa, which I guess is kind of good because it cleans the shit up. But Fujitora is not thinking about cleaning this just for the sake of cleaning. He's gonna drop, I think he's gonna drop all this shit on the pirates so that it can't escape. So no way can Bartolomeo's barrier hold that shit, because Bartolomeo's barrier has an area limit. Everybody's like, we gotta go, La, hurry up. And La shows up and he's like, why the hell are you never doing anything when I see you? Like, you're always just sitting around. Do something, shut up. We've been waiting for you, just get on. Everybody's getting aboard the ship now, and I like how Usopp is the first one to notice that Luffy is approaching because of his observation hockey. Luffy senpai, just hurry up, get on the ship so we can leave, avoid Fujitora. But Luffy's like, hey gambler man, remember me? That Elephantogon really surprised the crap out of me. Now, on a second reading, I think if you look closely enough, you do see Fujitora's sword hockeyed up. So it looks more, now that I see it twice, it does look more like he's actually blocking the hit as opposed to taking it. I mean, he's still there's a lot of momentum, right, that's pushing him back, but I don't think that he's receiving any type of damage. It just doesn't make a lot of sense at this point in the story for Luffy to be able to sucker punch an admiral like this. That being said, so now that I think that he's blocking it, it makes more sense. So I think he purposely stayed in the way of the punch, because remember, Fujitora is blind, okay? But he can still see. That means his observation hockey is off the charts. So I'm guessing he could have dodged the hit, he just decided not to. And I'm looking at that last page, and it's like, I don't know if Fujitora looks hurt or not. Does he look hurt to you? I mean, he may be, I don't know. Holy I mean, it's ballsy that Luffy can just go up to an admiral and do this. And then you have Luffy being classical Luffy. I don't care if you're an admiral, a yonko, I'll take you all on. I'm like, have you seen Kaido, son? Luffy be taking 10-minute breaks against Doflamingo, and he's saying he's ready to take on Kaido? I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what type of alliances he forms. It was just, overall, it was just a very enjoyable, great chapter of One Piece from an action perspective, a storytelling perspective, and also an emotional perspective. So I thought it was really good. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. Like the video if you did. I appreciate that. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you guys. Bye.